Weird week, but the asshole has made weight.
Yes. Yep, that's
I had to start like that.
Yeah. You're not wrong.
No.
Yeah.
So this is the first time you're a backup fighter, right?
Yeah.
Especially for a big fight guy. How does fight week feel? It is different.
Yeah. I mean, usually on fight week, I can't get anything out of my mind apart from the fight. You know what it's like. It's like you have fun for 5 minutes, and then for the next hour, you're thinking about your fight. So this week hasn't really been like that. But of course, like in the back of my mind, I've still like somewhere deep in there, I still think I'm fighting. But
hope.
No, I don't hope, to be honest. I don't hope. I hope that...
there was no hope, like you knew that, like...
Yeah, I'm not like... I don't hope that something happens, something bad happens to someone so I can step in. I
understand that, but...
I hope that both of these guys have a good fight. They end their careers or they carry on their careers or whatever, and we can make a big fight in the future, whatever.
Yeah. Okay. You obviously didn't share any words with Jon this week. Did you run into Stipe at all?
There's still a chance. There's still a chance.
Is he here?
No, he will be soon though, surely. No.
No convo, nothing?
No.
Right.
I don't have anything. I don't know the guy, so
no, but
I don't really.
He's always friendly.
He
like
seems.
you.
So I didn't really. We've been in the same room together a couple of times, but we didn't like directly pass. But I would say hello.
Gotcha.
I would say hello to Jon. No problem.
I know you will.
Yeah.
He just. That's my next question. What'd you make of all the things that he said this week? Because it was a lot of different things as well.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what to think. I don't know him. So it's difficult to say where he's at. I don't know if he's building a fight because you know yourself as a fighter. The best thing and the easiest thing that you can say if someone asks you about another fighter in your fight week, if someone asks you about another fight that's not, involved in that, you just say, I'm just focusing on my opponent this week. I'll speak about it after the fight. That is the easiest thing you can possibly say. And instead he went on to say why I don't deserve the fight, that I'm an asshole and this, that and the other. I wonder, is he just building the fight up later down the line? I don't know. I don't think he can be that, I don't want to say stupid, but I don't think he can be that unaware that he would, I don't know why he didn't just say like, I'm focusing on Stipe this week. That makes me think that maybe he's building it up like months from now.
I had the exact same idea. I didn't know what to make of it. It was really weird to see all that. For the heavyweight division, very important fight, of course. You want to fight the winner. Dana wants you to fight the winner. The fans want you.
The fans do. That's the most important thing.
Did you see the presser yesterday?
Of course. Yeah.
The biggest pop was when they asked about you fighting Jon, and it's weird to me because this is a really big fight. Two legends. You give them a lot of respect, a lot of praise. Stipe is overlooked this week. Nobody's talking about Stipe. Everybody's assuming Jon's going to win this fight, right? How do you look at that fight? What's your prediction?
I can see why. See, it's difficult with Stipe because there's been this whole narrative about Jon being the GOAT. He's pushed by Dana. He's pushed by the company. Whereas Stipe, like say, he's a quiet, nice guy. A lot of the new fans, especially, they came around like the pandemic time. So Stipe had one fight in the pandemic and he got knocked out. So I think people automatically just like overlook him. But me as like a long lifetime studier of heavyweights, I know what Stipe is all about. I know that Stipe can win this fight if he lands a good punch. We still don't know how Jon looks at heavyweight, but I think that I would give Jon the edge in the fight. I think he has more ways to win. I think that he's younger and more athletic, but I also wouldn't be surprised if Stipe landed one and potentially knocked him out.
Do you think it's going to be an issue? You talk about younger, but if you look at the heavyweight division, like Randy Couture in the past came back to win the heavyweight title, it seems like age is not really that much of a factor, and heavyweights are able to carry on longer.
It's difficult to say because when you've had as many fights as Stipe at that level, where is the body and mind at? And that's not for me really to say. That's for Stipe and his team and his family. I don't really know where he's at, but like you say, it's not outside the realms of possibility that he can come back and do great things at heavyweight still at 42 years old.
Yeah, I totally agree. The rest of the heavyweight division, there's a big fight next month. Gane and Volkov. Obviously, you already fought Volkov. Love to get your take on that one, and if there's anybody else, because we're looking ahead. You fought in July. And we don't want you to sit out. You don't want to sit out too long. What's your view on everything going on in the division, and especially that fight next month?
Yeah, well, I want to fight in the springtime,
Yeah.
earliest. Well, it's obviously going to
So
be in
March-
springtime.
March,
Yeah, March, April, something like that.
London is a fight night. That's not going to happen.
Yeah, that's a bit tricky for me now
Yeah.
because I get pay-per-view points, so
Uh-huh.
I obviously want to make as much money as possible. So I won't be fighting in London. But yeah, I think it's a really good fight. They fought before. The first one was an absolute stinker.
Uh-huh.
No one really remembers the first one.
Nope.
Gane since has lost to Jon, and then I don't know his record since, to be honest, but he's been a bit up and down.
Beat Spivak last year.
Yeah. He's been a bit up and down. He's coming off a win, which was over a year ago now.
Yep.
And then, what else have we got? We've got Volkov, who's on an absolute tear at the moment.
He looked really good against Pavlovich.
He looks great.
Yep.
So I actually wouldn't. It's difficult to tell with Gane because he fought Spivak, who's a really favourable matchup for him stylistically.
And in Paris.
Yeah, like in Paris.
Yep.
18 months ago, and Volkov's been very active, fighting top guys. So I don't know. The honest answer is I don't really know. I would probably edge Volkov a little bit in that one, but you never know. I don't know.
Okay. You always said you want to be active.
Yeah.
If it's not Jon in the spring, do you want to defend your interim belt against the winner of that fight potentially? Like, how do you look at that? So what would be the perfect scenario for you if it isn't Jon?
Yeah.
Jon is perfect scenario.
See, with me, I'm very easily enticed into fighting somebody. Like, I absolutely love fighting. I love it. And I stay in the gym all year round, so I'm never like too far away from fight shape. So usually when the UFC asks me, I'm like, absolutely, I don't even care about it. But in this particular instance, I deserve the undisputed title now.
Yeah.
I think I'm the best heavyweight in the world. And although I might be recognised by the fans as the best heavyweight in the world, I consider myself the best heavyweight in the world. There still isn't an undisputed title to say that. And I want the history books to say that now. So I don't really, it doesn't really interest me defending an interim again, to be honest.
It makes sense.
And I think, to be honest, I think there's so much pressure on the UFC now from the fans that they're going to have me fight for the Undisputed anyway next. I think it's the right thing to do on all parts. From me, from the UFC, from the fans, from the media. I think everybody's on side with me fighting for the Undisputed next.
I totally agree. And I think the most surprising thing about this week was that Dana really took a stance on that. And I didn't expect him to do that because Jon's going to fight and he don't want to put anything in his head. But like, it was surprising that he said if he's going to fight again, it's got to be versus Jones. So to me, it sounded like if he refuses to fight Jon, then we're going to have to strip the belt pretty much.
Maybe. Who knows? Who knows what happens tomorrow night? We don't know. This is the best thing about MMA.
I'm already talking about your fight with Jon. Not really looking at Stipe.
Definitely.
But I thank you for your time.
Thanks, man.
Enjoy the fight. Hope to see you fight soon for the Undisputed belt, and enjoy the fight tomorrow night as much as you can.
Thanks, bro. Thanks, Steph.